Hi, I'm my own person. I'm an independent YouTuber who expresses her own views in my own lane. I am not a Barry lover or hater. I'm not a Shanann lover or hater. I think there were some stupid decisions made by Shanann and Chris Watts. One of them being to bring Nico into existence. Having children like this into stressful situations where the parents are not intimate, connected friends, where there is fraught tension and where breakup is imminent, is extremely irresponsible. And no, it doesn't matter if you think Chris was the instigator of that or not. It was a selfish, stupid decision, and children born into these situations often are experiencing VAN, violence, abuse, neglect. They grow up to be damaged people and our societies remain damaged. So, no, I'm not a Shanann lover or hater. I didn't believe in her lifestyle. I didn't believe that she had an intimate relationship with her husband. What does it matter? The reason why I speak up against Kim Kaufman, KKK as I call her, is because it's the same as standing up against racism in my mind. That it's not academia, it's massive trolling and hate speech for the purposes of exalting the person who murdered Shanann Rujek and her children. And it's not free speech as far as I'm concerned. It's hate speech. I'm all for opinions. This is what I do as well, isn't it? I speak my mind. I give my angle on something I see based on what I know. So based on what I can extrapolate as fact at that time. I reserve the right to change my mind at any time about anything. And I think all people should do that, because life should be this organic development of mind. And that's what growth is, isn't it? What do they say? If you're green, you're growing. If you're ripe, you're rotten, or something like that. I don't know. To say on one hand, oh, there's this channel that does this, and I don't agree with it, but it's academic brilliance. Number one is just idiotic and shows a very weak mind. But number two, in the second breath, to say, why are people watching it? You're giving it traffic. Well, you're contradicting yourself all the time, aren't you? So yes, we all understand, I think now, views, engagement of any type, thumbs up, thumbs down, a comment. It's all engagement. It all goes toward YouTube analytics and getting promoted. Okay, so what? Why shouldn't KKK be promoted? She should actually be promoted so that people can see the bullshit that is going on around Chris Watts still, and the lengths that his sick family will go to misogynistically debase and degrade a woman murdered by their son. Now that son is not going to be exonerated. He is not going to have a new trial, and he's not going to be somehow found innocent. He's guilty, he's in prison where he belongs, and he's staying there. I think things should be brought to attention when they are bullying and harassment and not free speech. Yes, there's something to be said for opinion, creativity, individualistic ideas, bringing new perspectives, and of course speculation. Of course. And I mean, how could I say otherwise? That's what I do, speculate. But, sorry, I'm waving this flower around. I just went walking with carnivore dog, tried to make the film, but it was very annoying because, stopped to see one of his girlfriends, stopped to pick up his poopy doop, etc., etc., helicopters overhead. So it was very annoying. I'm in my own lane, is basically what I want to say. I'm not a collaborator with anyone. I don't join together against this group or with that group. I'm my own person. I always have been. I always will be. I express my own views, my own ways. I can emotionally support people in their endeavours. It doesn't mean I agree 100% with everything they're saying. But if I can see that they're not making up lies or, labouring under false assumptions when they're coming up with their theories, well then, power to them. They're entitled to do it. Everybody is. But if you're going to take some claptrap, add some more claptrap on it, and it's actually hateful and disturbing, and it is not based on any known fact, that is not academia, that is not coming under any umbrella of freedom of speech. I mean, what about the Black Lives Matter movement? What about the trolls need to be culled movement? Hate speech, racism. It's akin to racism, what this woman, KKK, is doing. And maybe she should be brought to attention so that people are aware the lengths that the Watts family and the scumbuggery and imbeciles that they attract and use as a tool should be brought to light. It has to stop. Maybe they think they're countering against a Netflix video. I don't know. No one is a saint in this. Shanann was a beautiful, ambitious person, from all accounts, a good mother, even though she did live, I think, too much of her life online. It could be related to work, but I think in a way she always did it, filming her engagement and staging things, directing her image of her life that she presented. That doesn't allow for true intimacy and connection with the ones in your life. And, so she didn't seem to have a lot of self-awareness, really, at a deep level. It doesn't make her a bad person. It doesn't make her someone to be loathed. And it doesn't make her someone that it was okay to murder. And it certainly doesn't make her someone that it's okay to blame the death of her beautiful little children on, okay? It's just, it never flies. This is not freedom of speech. This is hate speech. It is bullying and degradation of a dead person who was murdered, okay? The murderer is in jail. He's going to stay there, and lunacy and stupidity is not going to get him out. Where is the real atonement? Where is the real regret, remorse, apology? Nah, I'm sorry, I'm not standing for it. And it's not saying I'm in any lane with anyone else, any group about, I'm not a shiner. I accept their right to exist. I'm not a Shanann hater or despiser. I can dislike and judge some of the things she did in her lifestyle and in her life. But it might be because it's just not the choices I would make. But when I see choices that she was making that were endangering her children's well-being, I feel that's for everyone in society to speak up about, because this is a sickness that infects and affects us all. These children grow up to have difficulties in life. This is the bottom line. So values, instilling values are very important, but making decisions properly is so important. I don't believe Shanann should ever have gotten pregnant. By all accounts, she had difficulty getting pregnant the first time. Maybe this time was easy. And whether Chris Watts encouraged her or not, where was her thought process and thinking, look, our marriage isn't going so great. We have been bankrupted once already and we're under immense financial strain. We can't pay our mortgage for the next month and I can barely buy food. Is this a good decision, whether Chris says it or not? Where's the common sense? Where's the thought process? Where's the critical thinking? Where is the genuine concern for what sort of world you're bringing that baby into? It's not to be taken lightly, and this is a whole person's life and universe that you are responsible for, and that's serious. So as far as KKK, screw her. Yes, she should be taken down. She should be reported, because it's akin to racism. It's akin to violence against another, whether they're living or dead. It's not right, because nothing that she has said is based on fact. It's all lies. It's all fakery. It's there purely to manipulate you. Basically, it's trolling, and we don't like trolls, do we? But look, I don't want to be lumped in with anybody. I'm Humanimal. That's all I am. I'm in my own zone. I'm in my own lane. I have my own ideas, opinions, and thoughts. They change all the time. That's the point of my channel, is that it's an organic experience for me and therefore for my viewers. I develop, grow, hopefully elevate myself as I go in my mind and heart, and as a being, as a human being. I hope to be getting better through this process, through learning how to apply thinking skills, judgment. I'm going to stand up for things that I find disgusting and wrong. It doesn't mean I'm right, but I'm going to stand up for it. I'm happy to change my mind if I'm proven to be wrong, or if I can learn to understand where I've gone wrong. And I'm just going to continue down that path. And if you don't like it or can't accept it, that is not my problem. Okay? So I know people like to lump me in with Barry lovers and this and that and the other. I think any of you that have known me on my channel for the last 10 months, 11 months, will know how I follow cases and what I say, and I talk about what's happening as I go. That is just all I do. It's all I've ever done. I haven't just suddenly come on and defended someone that could be a murderer and say that they are not. I don't know. And if that offends some people, do you know what? Did you know what? That me not being sure and being open-minded about the fact that Barry Morphew might have done something to Suzanne Morphew, that has offended and upset people. And they're saying that I am ruining something about the right to be innocent and proven guilty. That is not the case at all. That is the most ludicrous claptrap. In fact, you've lost your minds if that's how you see what I say. if I trigger you so much when I can see, oh, feds might be in Indiana to investigate others, or an organisation even that could be involved in the disappearance of Suzanne, or they could be there to further investigate Barry. I mean, you just can't accept it, can you? Look at what happened with Joss Powell. They didn't want to say that he was a person of interest, but of course he did. And then suddenly Powell, yeah, suspect and arrested. Well, he should have been arrested. So many mistakes were made in that case. Even down to the 911 call where Elizabeth is trying to get help and the dispatcher can't even understand what a supervised visit means. What's the problem? Well, I'm not supervising, am I? When he's locked inside the home with these children, and those children burned to death. Braden and little starts with C, Charlie. You know, so I don't care what you say. If it's measured and sensible and you really want to just call me out on something in a respectable way, I don't like people putting words in my mouth. I don't like people telling me the way that I think and feel when it's absolutely wrong, okay? You can just go take a jump. Other than that, love you all. Thanks for being here, and I'll speak to you later.